suppose we should... that. So much data on the world before the atom bombs. I fear I may have to delete some of it to store my new observations. The body can repair tissue damage, but still, too much radiation too quickly can prove fatal. Caution is recommended. Lost relevant data. influx of data is hard to process. Apologies if sometimes I make little sense. I will work on this. Acceptable parameters.
Like,
countermeasure.
No one escapes judgment.
I have survived the hostilities. We may not be alone.
What? I am of the faithful. What does Adam need with one little dock anyway? Let Far Harbor have it.
Well, I feel like a total dumbass because I have made this entire video oh my goodness. I feel like the biggest freaking idiot in the world right now. So I just made this entire live stream with absolutely no sound going through my mic because I had muted it when I was playing Elder Scrolls Online a couple days ago. So yeah, I feel like a total dipshit now. So I have just wasted of doing nothing but play and and just the whole time nobody heard a damn thing. But for those of you who are tuning in, so this video is no, I do not have PS4 mods. It was just simply to talk about PS4 mods, but again, had a really idiotic brain fart of a moment, and just completely screwed everything up. So, but you know, there's 4 of you watching right now, and you know, I'm gonna talk to you about what I was talking about earlier. So this video isn't a total waste. So essentially, what the video is about is just about the complications between PlayStation and PS4's Fallout 4 and Bethesda having. Oh, I feel like a dipshit. Trust me. I'm probably gonna feel like a dipshit for the rest of the day. Like, I'm literally gonna sit back and go, "Oh my god!" Like, I could have easily caught that, and I didn't. See, I think the problem is I'm so used to having Turtle Beach headsets, and in Turtle Beach headsets, you can hear what you're saying unless your mic is muted. But I'm running these right here, which this is a new Afterglow headset, and I just not used to it. Just not used to it. So, anyway, I'm talking about PS4 mods and everything, and basically Sony is having a complication with Bethesda and everything with Fallout 4 releasing the mods due to software issuing. Yeah. due to software issuing, they're having issues with three major components. They're having issues with graphics, sound files, and space. So when it comes to the graphics, of course, you've got to take into consideration that when PC is running mods, PCs are way ahead of the game. When it comes to being able to put out the performance and everything that they're looking for to run the mods successfully without fail, unless they just completely, go off the walls or just don't have anything to support it. So essentially, it's an easy concept for them because they've been working with it for years. Now, it is, of course, new to the consoles, but most PCs that are running mods right now are running on a Windows format, which of course is created by Microsoft itself. So I'm not going to say that it was essentially easy to get mods on Xbox One. No, and I'm not saying they're going to fuck up our consoles. I'm just saying that it's a whole lot harder for mod designers to actually create mods for consoles, simply because it's an entirely different set of software that they're not used to working with. And of course, if anybody's a PC modder or a mod designer that is watching this right now, and you can explain this better than me, I mean, I would gladly, I will gladly listen to you, simply because I want to make sure that I have all my facts straight and everything, because I respect what modders do, as well as mod designers and everything. And I know it's not an easy job, and I know it's something they enjoy, so it's definitely something that I'm in no hurry to get. I'm excited for them, yes, but I'm definitely in no hurry, because I definitely want to know that what I'm going to get is going to work. So I want them to take as much time as possible. Now, of course, oh well, I guess that works. Anyway, so like, when it comes down to it, basically just switching complete softwares from PC to PS4, they're two very, very different worlds, simply because Sony kind of is in their own league. They have their own software, their own designs, their own way of working things. So when it comes to, what the hell? I didn't know there were dinosaurs in Fallout 4. That's a frickin' mammoth's tusk. Are we like literally picturing a frickin' is this a Skyrim flashback right now? Cause I'm pretty sure. I mean, but that's not a tail of a mammoth, so that wouldn't make sense. So this has got to be some kind of dinosaur. What the fuck am I looking at? This is blowing my mind. This is absolutely blowing my mind. I have never seen anything like that, anything like this in the Fallout world. I mean, unless it's like a frickin' monster-sized gulper. But this is just, wow, blowing my mind. Bethesda, you kill it, dude. Y'all are killing it. I swear, it's like the small details in these games that really make Fallout 4 what it is, and essentially that's what makes any game what it is. Me, I love every small detail that there is to have in the games. Just an empty culvert. All right. Whatever. Anyway, so when it comes to the graphics and everything, and the switchovers with mods and everything, that's a complication, but it's just a milestone that they're going. It's just another hurdle that Sony and Bethesda are gonna have to get over. Another thing they were having an issue with was just getting the sound files to work when it came to the updates and everything. They were just having huge issues with that. I think, but the biggest thing, and essentially the one thing that everybody's going to get pissed off about, I essentially won't because I don't really care, is going to be the space limit, which PS4, they're planning on only giving PS4 900 megabytes of modding space, which, if you think about it, no, it's really not a lot. Not a lot of space for mods, but at the same time, it's also not a little, because most mods that are built and transferred over, if you really look at them on Bethesda.net, they're actually really not that big of files, so I don't really think it's going to be too big of an issue when it comes to this spacing. Now, of course, Xbox One, yes, they have 2 gigabytes worth of space, which is phenomenal. But again, you have to realize that they're working with a system that they've been working with for years. Microsoft is, I mean, Xbox One is running off of a Windows system. So essentially, it's going to be easy to transition all of your software over there when most of the stuff is already running off a PC. Yeah, I noticed that I started it. I felt like it was going to be awkward if if I listened to that radio signal. No new butt. Well, I mean, no. Unfortunately, even if there were PS4 mods out right now, there wouldn't be what I'd be putting on mine. Sorry, Zablin. I'm a settlement builder, so when mods come out, that's what I'm using my mods for, is just strict settlement building. If you've seen some of my earlier videos and everything of my different settlements and stuff, you can see what I do. God, that is just blurry. It's these damn guard rays. See, that's one mod I'm definitely going to set into effect, because I know they are bringing it to PS4, is I'm just going to take off the guard rays. Like, I love them as an aesthetic, aspect of it, but when it starts destroying your frame rates and it makes the rest of your game blurry, it just makes it a pain. I do not know exactly when mods are going to come out, Zablin. What I do know right now is that they are in beta. I agree, Alistair. But Zablin, yeah, I don't know when Fallout 4 mods for PS4 are coming out, and I definitely won't claim that I do know when they will be. What I do know is, from what I've heard through videos and sources and so on and so forth, is that they are in testing beta right now, and everything. Of course, it's a private beta. If you want to go and sign up for it, I know I have, but Bethesda didn't accept me, which is fine. But you can go to Bethesda.net and sign up for all of their betas and everything, and who knows, you might be a lucky one. And if you are, please let me know, because I'm interested to I'm interested in seeing how they run, or at least letting me know how they run and what's going on. But I don't know when they will be released. I know it is in private beta right now, so that's definitely a huge step. Simply because literally like a week ago they were saying that it might not be possible. So being that it's in a testing beta right now, means that they are working on it. They are getting it perfected and everything, and it should be coming soon. I'm hoping it's in the next week or so. And Bradley, you might be right. I'm hoping it probably will be around that time, simply because I'm just super excited. But again, it's all in the matter of when you play a game, you don't want anything released too early, because if something is released way too early and it's not fully finished, it's not a good experience. And I'm pretty sure that Bethesda and Sony both don't want that to be a factor into the PS4 mods, because essentially we waited for it for a long time.
Hey, be of assistance.
So I'm sure that they don't want to put that kind of a bad taste in our mouth. Why do I have a lobster trap helmet? I collect the stupidest shit. You don't gotta worry about that, man. Go ahead and use it. Like I said, you know, I said it before. I'll say it again. I don't mind waiting. I'm one of those people. I love waiting for it because it builds the anticipation. And when I get it, it makes it all the more fun for me. You know, to play and figure out, you know, what works where, and you know, so on and so forth. I'm just super excited to get them, but at the same time, I have no idea how much work goes into them, so I definitely don't want to sound like I'm rushing it, because I know whenever they're finished with them, and it's gonna be an awesome experience. Exactly, you know, and essentially that's what Bethesda understood about mods, was that it brings life to their games, you know, and it allows their players to really do to the game what Bethesda never thought possible, you know. And essentially, if you look back at Bethesda's history, all the way back to when they bought the rights to create Fallout games for the consoles, back in Fallout 3, you know, when people started modding Fallout 3, instead of completely like going against the modders and saying, hey, we don't want you doing that to our game, they embraced it, and they actually took quite a few of the and I'm not saying they stole, holy shit, these damn hermit crabs, I swear. And I'm not saying they stole the ideas from them. They actually, you know, talked to these people and said, hey, you know, we really want to get that. We really like that idea. Would you mind if we use it in our games? You know, and of course they would buy the rights to them and everything. And that's essentially what created a lot of the big parts of the Fallout world. In Fallout New Vegas, they came out with the survival mode. You know, so with that survival mode came a whole new way to play the game. But essentially that started all the way back in Fallout 3. And yeah, they were amazing games. New Vegas is by far my second favorite Fallout game, because I love Fallout 4. Actually, Caleb, they will be having 900 megabytes for mods, and that was clarified by some of the bigger YouTubers, such as Hey, I'm Star-Lord and MXR and all of them. They probably could. I know Bethesda.net is getting pretty good at catching virus mods before they come out. Now, of course, you know, with the whole mod designer bashing by Xbox and PC gamers alike, as well as just the disrespect to the modding community and everything like that, it is you know, it's put a lot of bad taste in the mod designers' mouths, you know. So essentially, somebody could try it, but I don't think I don't think, and I really hope it doesn't get to that point, because essentially, you know, we're a community. We are a Bethesda Fallout 4 community, and us in PS4, we're not part of that modding community yet. Xbox One is, PC's been for years, you know. So essentially, you know, it's no different than you walking into a new territory, or you going from one school to another. You know, you have to start all over again, and of course there are going to be some people that don't like you and some people that do, you know. So it's all in really how you take it. All I can say is, you know, just be kind, you know, and understand that these mod designers, they work hard to build these mods for you guys, for all of us, for myself, and for anybody watching. You know, respect the work that they do, and if something doesn't work, you know, handle it in a decent way. Just say, hey, just wanted to let you know, if you didn't already know, something's just a little glitchy. Just wanted to inform you of this, you know, but don't don't be rude. You know, because these guys, essentially, they don't have to. They don't have to make these mods, and also they don't have to. They don't have to fix it. They could just let them be buggy, and you can deal with it, and they can fix them for PlayStation 4. My favorite mod, anything that has to do with settlements. I absolutely love building settlements, and again, if you watch some of my earlier videos on my channel, Stardust Traveler 23, you'll see, you know, I love the fine details, and I've done all of it on PS4. I absolutely love messing with them. I love building them. I love designing them, and essentially that's what my favorite mods will be. Yeah. Hours and hours of entertainment. If the only big game companies start game. I agree with you, Caleb. When it comes to Rockstar, you really have to understand the difference between Bethesda and Rockstar. You see, because a lot of the modders that were on the PS3 when GTA 5 came out and they started modding GTA 5, they were doing it mostly to get money and just be rude and be awful people, you know, especially on the online community, which essentially pushes away the fan base, which is not a good move. So when they moved GTA 5 to the PS4 and the Xbox One, they nipped that at the bud because, you know, destroying your online... See, Bethesda doesn't run an online community with mods. They don't run an online community for a reason. Simply because their worlds are to be experienced by one person, as well as, you know, mods are very dangerous to an online community because, again, it pushes away your fan base when you get those modders who come in who aren't the nicest of people, and who are trying to rig the game. Rockstar, if you want to make money, you either got to do the missions or you have to pay for them. That's how it is. And using the mods, that makes them lose money, and they don't like that. So don't think of it as, you know, a bad idea, because essentially it's not. It's just when one person abuses something that's given to you, it ruins it for everybody else in the end. Hybrid, I do not have PS4 mods, and Alistair actually pointed out to me about 15 or so minutes ago that I needed to change my title on the video because it is a little bit misleading, and I do apologize for that, because I don't like putting out content and calling it something that it's not. Once I'm finished doing the live stream, I will do whatever I can to change the title and everything, but I am sorry if it was misleading and if you did come for PS4 mods. I do not have them. I was talking about the PS4 mods as well as the complications with them, and just how excited I was for them. You know, and Caleb, I agree with that also. You know, I wish they did open up mods. I'm just walking around nowhere and not finding anything. That's driving me nuts. I wish they would open up mods for just the single player, simply because, you know, that would be fantastic. You know, keep it offline, keep it off online, if that makes sense, and keep it strictly for gameplay. But yeah, sorry about that, Hybrid. If you tuned in to see Fallout 4 mods, I do not have them, simply because they are not out yet. And when it comes to the yeah. But hopefully they will be here soon. I know I'm super excited about them, and I hope you guys are too. That would be a good idea. But then again, you know, you just I think that would be... Oh, I can't go that way. Well, that's no fun. I think that would be it essentially, yeah, it is a good idea, Bradley, to make 2 servers, one for modded and one for standard. What I think is the problem with that is, oh, thank you, Sablin. I appreciate that, man. Hell yeah. Um, I think the problem with having the 2 servers like that is there would be so much going on. I think there would be a lot of crashes to their servers. I just don't think they have the boost to separate your servers and also take the time to have to divide the 2, because essentially there are it's a hard concept, you know, and I don't think it's something that they didn't think about. I just think it's something that they weren't able to do, and that's why they didn't do it. Badass, no, they are not on PS4 yet, but they are in beta at the moment, and as soon as they come out, you can bet that I will be one of the first people on messing with them and seeing what they're capable of. If you're watching, this is actually one of the settlements I actually worked on. This is called Somerville Place, and this is actually my home for Curie and my robots and all that. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. I really, really appreciate that. That means a whole lot to me. You have no idea. Essentially, this is actually the most interaction I've had on my videos, so it really means a lot to me that you guys are here and watching. Am I going to talk about Skyrim console mods? I would love to talk about Skyrim console mods, because that is something that I am super, super excited about. So when Skyrim very first came out, I had actually bought it for my stepdad, and eventually I ended up adopting the game as well, and you know, we both ended up playing it, and hey man, it's all good, bro. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I appreciate your comments and your feedback, as well as you letting me know that my mic was just completely cut out. Thank you so much. Yeah, bro. Shoot me a friend request, TARDIS Traveler 23, and I'll hit you up sometime, bro. Anyway, back to the Skyrim mods and everything. When it very first came out, I adopted it, you know, and it just became one of my very, very favorite Bethesda games. And it kind of became the bar setter for me. So I can paint power. So on this one right here, I went with the Minutemen, because it was my very first one and everything. Kill that guy. I went with the Minutemen on this one. I also have beaten the Brotherhood of Steel storyline. But I have not beaten the other 2, which essentially the Institute one got spoiled for me, which drives me nuts, because I was told that it wasn't that great, and I was like, man, that sucks, because I was really hoping that was going to be the best one. Come on. Oh, no, man. No, not at all. I actually, like I said, I really appreciate you letting me know what was going on. I was thinking you should craft your own weapons in a special workbench. I do. Essentially, that kind of... When Fallout 4 was very first released, and I watched it at the E3 conference in 2000 and... Was it? Yeah. Yeah, it was 2015, at the E3 conference in 2015, when they said that, you know, they were bringing in these benches where you can build and design your own weapons. I was really hoping that you were literally going to be able to scrap stuff from the wasteland and free-handedly build your weapons, which essentially didn't become the case, which sucks, but at the same time, I really like I really like the way that they did the customization system, because then I wouldn't have fantastic weapons like the one I'm carrying right now. I also like the fact that you can change your names on. This one's my little friend. And then I've got Ver's Revenge because my chick's name is Veronica, so you don't know why I put every follow. I had a hard time not killing the Brotherhood of Steel in Fallout 4, and
If we survive this
the reason why is because they just, to me, the Institute and the Brotherhood of Steel kind of seemed like they were on the same level of badness, if per se, which essentially in this game you start out as a good guy, you continue as a good guy. There's really nothing you can do about that, which is something that kind of bothers me every now and then, because I really love to follow a bad guy storyline, but it seems like the only bad guy storyline that there really is in this game is the Institute storyline.
refuge.
Oh yeah, I accidentally killed this dude earlier, like way long ago. But I heard it was bad, and I was like, come on, man. And I'm not saying that that's a true statement, but you know. You are right, Grayson. Right now it is looking like it's just going to be 900 megabytes for PlayStation. Now I know that Bethesda and Sony are working on it to make it bigger than that. Essentially, when it comes to the mod size, as well as the graphics and the sound files and everything like that, you have to understand that PS4 is a very different console than Xbox One. Xbox One is running Microsoft software, which Bethesda's been working with Microsoft for years, because Microsoft is the main output of PCs next to Apple. You know, so essentially moving them from PC to Xbox One, and I'm not going to say it was simple. I'm just going to say it's probably going to be easier than moving it to PS4, because Sony runs way different system softwares, way different graphics cards, way different everything. You know, so essentially it's just a whole new world that they haven't been able to touch yet. And now they've got to make sure that everything is just working and flowing correctly. Caleb, I don't know how accurate that is. I haven't heard anything about it being 1 terabyte of mod space. I have heard the 2 gigabytes, and that has been confirmed. But I don't know about the 1 terabyte. I used to know a lot of the different cheats on here. Essentially, that's kind of how I built my character. She is level 95, and she's an absolute beast. Unfortunately, though, Bethesda has done a really good job at patching all of them. So, unfortunately, I do not have anything like that for y'all today. Yeah. Either way, whichever one it is, guys, I mean, essentially they have more than, you know, what PS4 has right now. Is Far Harbor any good? I loved Far Harbor. I think Far Harbor was absolutely fantastic. The only issue I had with Far Harbor is some of the characters. I couldn't tell if they were good or bad guys. So I kind of took the road to make everybody be at peace with everybody, because, you know, that was just easy for me. I need to get a 2 or 3 terabyte freaking extended hard drive for mine, because I am running out of space. I have so many games downloaded on here. I know a few haven't been patched. I know there is one that I use mainly to get equipment if I need it, and essentially it's it's the one at the cooking station where you can keep creating like deathclaw steaks and stuff, and they go for like 100 and they go for like 60 to 80 caps a pop, which essentially is awesome, especially when you have like 500 of them. Yeah. Let me go to if I have all of the right stuff, I'll go to Diamond City, and I'll show you what I do to get experience as well as to work on getting my cash flow to get all my resources and stuff. It's not a resource duplication, but yeah, it is still available. I don't like using it simply because it takes too long for me. Either that, or I'm just doing it wrong and it's just not working out. Yeah, I agree, Bradley. I wish PlayStation 4 did have a bigger. GHN. Sorry, I didn't get to your comment. I hope they don't delay mods this month. I mean, essentially, if they have to, that's kind of the nature of the beast, and there's really nothing we can do about that.
Now what can I do for you, sweetheart?
But you know.
Prescriptions filled.
So I actually don't use any of the weapons from Far Harbor. So I couldn't tell you which ones are the best. I'm very stuck in my ways when it comes to using certain weapons. This is the only weapon that I mainly use right here. It's a big ass Gatling laser, as well as I use an Assassin's 10mm pistol for humans. Now I do like the harpoon gun, but it takes a long time to reload, and it's a mess. And my little friend, and then Ver's Revenge. But those are really the main three that I use. Now there is a fun weapon you can get in Far Harbor, and sorry if it is spoiler alert.
Hello, ma'am.
There is one that you can get in Far Harbor, which I absolutely love, and it's I can't remember what it's called. I have it somewhere. I don't know where it's at. I think I left it back in Far Harbor, but it shoots bowling balls out of it. And I think it's called the Striker, but it's basically a giant fat man, and it's modified to shoot bowling balls, and you can modify all of your fat men to do that. So what I'll normally do is I'll go down to roast, and I'll find like the Deathclaw steak. To do this, you just go to the one that you have a resource for, and as soon as you hit X, also hit up on the on this knob right next to your D-pad, so your left-hand knob and everything. So it'd be. And it basically puts the highlight on the Deathclaw steak, and then you hit X, and it doesn't use a resource, and it gives you the Deathclaw steak as well as experience. Now, be careful when doing this. Make sure you don't use up your other stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Are there any cool settlements in Far Harbor? I will actually answer that.
Shop in safety. No sins allowed at the surplus.
Yeah, it's the same thing with my infinite caps. Basically, I just keep duplicating those steaks because they're very expensive steaks because they're Deathclaw steaks. And then I go over here and I just basically find whatever stuff I want, buy all of it, and give her all of the steaks in return.
Swatters, right here. Let's go. Fashions in the comment. Latest hairstyle. You got traded?
When it comes to the settlements in Far Harbor, I'll actually show you one that I am in the process of working on to show you that yes, there are some pretty neat settlements in Far Harbor. Yep. I like the Deathclaw steak one, as well as the Queen Mirelurk. soup. It's like Queen Mirelurk soup or Queen Mirelurk steak. I'm pretty sure it's the Queen Mirelurk steak. But the Queen Mirelurk steak, you get 2 of those. And so those build up very, very fast, which they're all the way at the bottom of that menu and everything. So I'll always go with the Queen Mirelurk steaks because they're the same price as the Deathclaw steaks, and but they multiply just as fast. One day I literally was overcumbered with like 2,000 steaks, and I built a whole settlement off of 2,000 steaks. Like, I sold all 2,000 of them and just bought all the supplies I needed to build a full settlement. It was beautiful. So here in Far Harbor, I don't know why I keep doing that. There is Longfellow's cabin, which essentially you get when you talk to Longfellow and you follow him out to Acadia. This is my favorite one. I wanna say I did get Bloodletter, Will. I'm pretty sure I did. But this is my favorite one. It's just Longfellow's cabin, and it's like this big open area. Now it is very hilly, kind of like Spectacle Island. It is very hilly, and it's got like this ditch right here that's kind of a nuisance. But if you build with foundations like I do, it's essentially very easy. But it comes with a preset cabin, as well as a preset little workshop area kind of back here, but this is where your workshop is. And then what I've built on is I've built using the Far Harbor extension. They added in like all these new barn areas and stuff, and so I built like this little this is gonna be my workshop area, and of course this is a work in progress. I am far from finished with this. This is gonna be my big workshop. I'm gonna have power armor stations and gun building stations, all the whole shebang. And I matched them. I've got my outhouse right here for when I gotta go to the bathroom, because that's, as MXR would put it, immersive. And but if you go inside, both of these doors open, but I only like opening that one. But this one will lead to my kitchen area, which essentially kind of looks like a tiny little. It looks like a mix between a diner and a home kitchen. But this is what I'm going to be building my kitchen in, and I am far from finished. I haven't added in all of the small details or anything like that. But I built my living room, and again, no small details yet. But just a simple living room. Added in as many pictures and stuff as I can. I also have an upstairs portion. I need a whole lot more light, and I think it's where I stopped because I just kept running out of glass and aluminum and everything like that. But this is my bedroom. This is how I want the whole place lit. But I got my Vim machine and my beds for Curie and myself, and until they bring out double beds, and just my trunk. Here we go. I do have Bloodletter. Rescue diver suit, the striker. So I'm gonna show you. Wow, 13 level tower. Nice, Kimberly. I like it. Go big or go home. That's the way. That's the way you do it. What do you think about the Build Your Own Vault DLC? I am pumped for the Build Your Own Vault DLC, and I will tell you why. I am a huge fan of the settlement building concept here in Fallout 4, so that's just another awesome settlement I get to mess with. But this is the striker. Shoots bowling balls. It's awesome. And then you can just go over. You can pick the bowling balls up, but they have to be modified bowling balls. They can't just be regular bowling balls. And it just charges up like a fat man. But yeah, the vault. The Vault DLC I am super excited for, simply because, I mean, come on, we get to build our own vaults. Like, that has been the dream ever since I started playing a Fallout game. And essentially, that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm just gonna put that in there. Get rid of all this stuff. I'm carrying too much. Too much, darling. Too much. I need more right away. I gotta go to the Red Rocket truck stop so I keep all my stuff. I should put this in my workshop, but I don't care. What is my best settlement? Oh, dude, that is the hardest question I've probably ever been asked. I would say Somerville Place. I have not gotten the Contraptions DLC yet because I don't think it's been released for PlayStation yet, or Xbox. And I think my favorite weapon in Far Harbor would have to be the Striker. Now my best settlement. Again, that's a hard question. It's definitely not the castle anymore. The castle was. My best settlement would probably either be the Red Rocket, or the Red Rocket truck stop, or Somerville Place, simply because I've just put so much detail into them, and they are by far the most detailed settlements I have built, which I do have videos of them. The reason why they haven't given us mods yet for PS4 is because they're still working on them. They're having a hard time switching them from PC over to consoles. There's just a whole lot more differences between these systems and the Xbox system, because Xbox is a Microsoft ran system. So I just got Jamaica Plain like 2 weeks ago, so I haven't put any time into Jamaica Plain yet. But I'm really hoping I do get into Jamaica Plain, because I kind of want to build myself a little beach house. But I also want to wait for the Contraptions DLC to come out, because I kind of want to make it a little bit of a theme parky kind of kids area beach house, if that makes sense. I've got some ideas. Spectacle Island is a pain in the ass. I'm waiting for mods to come out before I touch Spectacle Island, simply because I want the build in red mod, so I can build in red. There's also a mod that was released on Xbox One that actually flat landed Spectacle Island, and if I can flatland Spectacle Island and get unlimited space to build, then oh dude, I'm gonna have a whole lot of fun. So again, I'm gonna since I have two, they're two of my favorites. Oh dude, I'm so ready for unlimited crafting supplies, because I get detailed. But this right here is my Red Rocket truck stop. And I'll show you what's in there. So I've got my own little, my workshop area, and this is all with Wasteland Workshop as well as the original vanilla stuff. But all my mods and everything are in the toolbox. Is it already out? Oh, dude, I guess I haven't got my update yet. I'll have to download it. I'm excited. Yeah, thank you, Will, for letting me know that. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. But anyway, I've got my little kitchen area, and it's actually not as cool as it used to be. I guess, everything loses its luster over time. I don't think it's so much their crappy network and Bethesda screwing things up. I think it's just, and again, I will say it time and time again, PS4 is very, very different from the Xbox. It's very, very different. So thank you Kimberly, booyah, taking all of that software and everything and from a PC and moving on to PS4, a console that they have not even scratched the surface on yet, when it comes to all of this stuff. It's a difficult thing. It's very difficult. In my little weapons room, I'm gonna have to add more weapons because I got a whole lot more cooler ones. But I gotta get them here first. But yeah, that's my Red Rocket truck stop. It was very different a long time ago. But now I changed it up because I wanted it more simple. It was very complex at first. And then I think my all-time favorite would probably be Somerville Place. I will definitely have to get on there and download it because I didn't know it came out today, and super glad you let me know. You let me know about that. What's going on, Nerdy Effect? Thank you for joining the live stream. And again, you know, for all of you guys that have been sticking around and watching, I just got to say thank you so much. Right, it means a lot to me. This is the most active a live stream for me has been. So I'm definitely new to this, very new to actually having feedback. So thank y'all so much again for joining, and I hope y'all are enjoying what you're seeing. You know, because essentially Fallout 4 is something I love. It's something I love to do. I love to design. I love to have fun. You know, and it's really what all my videos are and stuff. Or I try to make about. So this is Somerville Place, and a settlement I don't like at all. Let's go to the list. I think I would have to say it's like the outpost Zamanja. To me, that was kind of a I really need to help out my settlements. I build them, but I don't take care of them. Like, I'm terrible at that. But yeah, I would have to say Outpost Zamanja would be my least favorite one. Grayson, simply because to me it's small and it's insignificant. Now, if I had mods, you know, to do all the smaller details and everything that I want to, then that'd be awesome. Which one am I missing? I don't doubt that I'm missing one. I'm pretty sure I haven't found all of them at all. And hey, I have a level up. Let's go to the Starlight Drive-In. Now when the Wasteland Workshop came out, of course everybody was like, dude, let's build some battle arenas. Let's do it. Well, I did it. You know, I jumped on that bandwagon and I built the Starlight Drive-In because it was just a perfect place to build a fight arena. And I wish I had more space so I could add more stuff because that'd be awesome. So I have the Covenant on one of my other profiles, and for some reason I couldn't get it on this profile because I think I did something wrong. I don't know exactly what I did wrong, but I did something wrong, and they just didn't like me. So I was not able to get the Covenant as a working settlement unless I brutally murdered everybody, but I just did not feel like brutally murdering everybody. But this is my little fight arena. I need to... but it's got all kinds of food. A junkyard with robots. Booyah. Speaking of robots, I have no idea where Killer is. If you watch some of my older videos, you'll know Killer is my giant-ass sentry bot. I have no idea where he's at. Oh, there he is. This is Killer. He's my boy. He's a pain in the ass. No. I'm still working on her. Oof. My settlers would stop freaking jumping on these things. Yep. So I wanna, because that comment was just made, I wanna bring up, and thank you, Kimberly, for bringing up that comment because it brought up an aspect of Fallout 4 that I love to talk about in all my videos, and that's the protagonist. And I did see that, Grayson, and I will accept that here once I finish out the live stream and everything. I got you, man. Thank you so much for sending me your friend request and everything. Thank you for watching. I appreciate that. But yeah, one thing I do want to talk about is I love the shit out of these generators. No, I'm kidding. That's not what I want to talk about. So the male and female protagonists, of this game are phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. But in my opinion, the female protagonist is by far way stronger than the male. Just gonna throw that out there. Yeah, that's my Pentagon Arena, and it's fantastic. I've had many a gladiator battles in said arena, and they were always triumphant. All right, let's go find some shit to kill. I want to kill something. But yeah, now I want to know y'all's perspective. You know, which do y'all prefer? Do y'all prefer the male protagonist? Do you prefer the female protagonist? Are you playing as a male protagonist, and do you want to know about the female protagonist? Because I played as both, and I just prefer the female protagonist. What's up, Austin? Thank you for joining the live stream, man, and thank you for commenting. Please feel free to join in the conversation, because it's a good one. Ask questions, make comments. I'm down for whatever.
What?
Hey,
So Austin prefers the male protagonist. Kimberly is the same when it comes to the female. I just, to me, it feels so much stronger. You know, I mean, there's a different. I mean, I don't know what it is, but like the emotions and the lines and how they're delivered from the voice actress is just so much more powerful than the male voice actor. In my opinion, of course, all is strictly my opinion and everything. I don't want to say anybody's wrong, because essentially, you know, it's a game that we all enjoy in our own special and specific ways. So, you know, it's all good. I'm actually not in a DLC right now. I have all the first 3 DLCs that just came out not too long ago. But right now I'm just kind of walking around. I just finished Far Harbor about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. It was a whole lot of fun. My profile name is TARDIS Traveler 23, no spaces, and both the T's before TARDIS and Traveler are capitalized. And I think I only have one L in Traveler, because that was just kind of a fuck up on my part. Grace says either or. Alright. When it comes to the voice dialogue, if that's what you are talking about, Will, some of the lines are the same. A lot of the lines are different. But in my opinion, the female is stronger. You know, and of course not everybody agrees, and that's totes fine. Again, totally my opinion. Was that gun in the loading screen? I have no idea. I was not paying attention whatsoever. Yeah, y'all are doing good. So this is the slog, and I kind of wanted to turn it into this covered pool hangout area, and I hear combat. I hate these guys over here. Well, that was no fun. Aw, man. So, Marcus and Drank, the mods are not out yet for PS4. They are in private beta right now. So they are, you know, they are in the process of getting them to Fallout 4 on PS4. But we will have to wait maybe in another week or two, simply because they're just trying to get all the system software and everything figured out, and everything good to go. That generator came with.
You did this?
Thank you, Twisted Minds, for that message. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. That generator is from the Wasteland Workshop. That's the second DLC that they introduced after Automatron. Which Automatron was awesome, okay? I mean, and I still wear the Automatron armor. Like I was absolutely loving this I love this Mechanist armor. So when it comes to the beta, what place do you hate most in Fallout 4? I would say right over there. And that factory area right in front of me, because that's where the forge are. And I don't know what it is about those guys, but they are ridiculously hard to kill. Even at level 95, they are a pain in the ass. I did complete the story. I completed on this profile. I completed it in the Minutemen faction, and I also have beaten the Brotherhood of Steels, but I have not beaten the Railroad or the Institute yet. Those I am working on other profiles. You know, and well, I was about to say they probably will in a future DLC, but they released it. And I did see that. Thank you so much for sending those friend requests. As soon as I am done with the beta, with the beta, with the live stream and everything, I will definitely accept those from you guys. So back to Gaming Trilogy, to answer your question, you do have to sign up at Bethesda.net to get the beta. Now, whether you get the beta or not is entirely up to Bethesda. But again, you know, that's how it is. The gun I'm using right now is a Gatling laser, and it has been modified to have the triple barrel instead of the quadruple. As well as, I believe this one gives off a radiation damage too, but I'm not entirely sure. But I call it my little friend. It's just something that I found and modified and made it my own. Do I play any other games?
I believe I already have enough data on.
Yeah, if you sign up for the beta, I mean, there's far from any guarantee that you will get it. So, unfortunately, I mean, it all really depends on if Bethesda gives it to you. If you are coming to the live stream to see if I have mods, I do not, and I apologize for that. Because I quickly realized, pointed out by somebody else who was viewing earlier, that my title of this video is a little bit misleading, and I do apologize for that. And once I'm done live streaming this will be on my YouTube page, and I will be changing the name if I can. That way, it's not as misleading. I don't think it's a select choice. I think they just kind of pick at random. I don't exactly know exactly how it works, how they do that. I mean, I wish I did, in all honesty. But unfortunately, I don't. Do I play any other games? Yes, I play Elder Scrolls Online. I play Elder Scrolls Online. I play Grand Theft Auto 5 online, and I play Call of Duty Black Ops 3 every now and then. But
What just happened?
you know, Fallout 4 is my main game. This is the one that I mainly stream. Very rarely will I stream my GTA 5 gameplay or my Elder Scrolls, but I probably will here in the near future start streaming them as well. And yes, like Kimberly said, there are no mods for PS4 just yet. They are in private beta right now, being tested, being perfected, and hopefully we'll be getting them here soon. Creepiest place in Fallout 4? I wouldn't say it's the Asylum. Actually, in my opinion, the creepiest place in Fallout 4 would have to be the Witchcraft, the Hall of Witchcraft. And I'll tell you why. Because when I went in there for the first time and learned that there was a Deathclaw lurking around, I didn't know it was a Deathclaw at first until I started listening to the holotapes and everything like that. But it literally got to me. It literally got to me, and I want to say I did post a video of it, but I literally almost crapped my pants a couple times. Streaming. Alright. Wow. Man, don't take crap, Kimberly. That's when you whip out their weapon and just frickin' destroy those bitches. I do have some automatron robots, and I'm kind of a fan of zombies. I prefer the Black Ops 1 zombies above all else. I wasn't really a fan of the Black Ops 3 one. And fuck this bitch up. If it's any consolation, I get bullied on GTA 5 all the fucking time. And I think it's funny. Absolutely love it. Simply because I make fun of those people who like to bully me, because I'm like, dude, it's a fucking game. Like, get over yourself. So don't take crap. It's just people sitting on their couch online, you know, just being dumb. So Gaming Trilogy, I have to politely disagree. I absolutely love Fallout 4 without mods. Now, will mods enhance the game? Hell yeah. But when it comes to enjoying it without the mods, I still do, and forever will. Don't worry about it. Like I said, it's not one of those things that bothers me. You know.
You should wash your hands.
Yes, thank you, Curie.
Sanitary to handle the deceased.
I love Curie. Curie is my favorite companion. Period. Now, out of all the Fallout games, Veronica is my favorite companion from Fallout New Vegas, but Curie is my favorite from Fallout 4. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it really pains me to say it, because, again, this has been the most successful live stream I ever have done, you know, with the feedback and everything like that. I haven't played Battlefield 1. I did play Battlefield Bad Company 2, but I did not play Battlefield 1, and I'm really sad that I haven't yet. And same here, Kimberly. So yeah, but sadly I do have to say that I do have to stop the live stream and everything. I got some yard work I gotta go tend to. But hopefully I will be either streaming again live later tonight, or possibly tomorrow. But I just wanted to say thank y'all so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it for all of those who have subscribed. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, I would greatly appreciate it if you do. But if you don't want to, hey, I ain't gonna pull your leg. But for those of you who sent me a friend request, when I get off of here, I will accept your friend requests, and shoot me a message if y'all want to play a game sometime. If I don't have it, then, essentially can't do that. But if I do have the game, then yeah, I'm totally down. I'll gladly play with you. And no, I am not on the beta bazooka. But ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you so much. This has been TARDIS Traveler 23 coming to you live on the tube. This is for you. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for commenting, for all of your feedback. It means the absolute world to me. Thank you again to those of you who subscribed. I hope you liked the video. I hope you subscribed to the video. And you guys have a wonderful and beautiful evening playing Fallout, being awesome, and killing it. Y'all have a great day.